The association with music and what I thought music was about, and the concept of being a rock star or a country music star, was the party side of things. And that just grew to it then controlling me and my way of life, I suppose. The deep side of things, I didn't realise I actually had a problem with mental health as well. So I was probably suppressing that feeling and those emotions by being on drugs. And now looking back sober, I know the worst days I felt, the more I would drink or the more I would take. It still didn't make me feel good mentally. So the drugs would compensate emotional feeling or what I was probably thinking would make me a better Col to Nell.
So I was heading out to go shopping, and I always have my credit cards in my wallet. And I got to the shops and I didn't have anything there. So I had to turn around and come back to the house. And when I got home, he was on the floor in a fetal position, shaking, and like to see him like that, I just, like, I can be calm, but when it's someone that you're absolutely in love with, and you see this person, and I didn't know whether at that stage that he was whether he was dying or what was happening.
It was a synthetic weed that was heroin based. So I have got up and I've gone, yeah, beauty, I've got my stash. Nell's gone to work. I've gone and jammed the normal, usual daily dose that just my body went, hang on a sec, this is heroin. And I've crashed.
It looked like a seizure as well, like he was going into a seizure, and I knew that, well, with strokes or seizures, the complications with that would just dire. I don't know how I did it. Somehow you managed to get a person like that into your car. I can't even tell you how it happened, because it's all a bit of a blur, but you just know that you have to get them to the hospital. Like, I was running in, screaming at the doctors to come out and help him, or the nurses to come out and help him, and they just thought I was crazy. So nobody did anything until I just kept at it, and I was just screaming at them, he's dying, you've got to help. And
then I remember waking up and Nell was crying, pregnant, and I was at hospital. So from that point of waking up that morning to that afternoon, I was oblivious to what Nell had gone through.
All he kept saying to me was, because I was pregnant at that stage with Levi, and he just kept saying to me, tell the baby I love it, and I love you, and I'm so sorry that this has happened, and I've put you through this. And sorry. It's been a long time since I've had to talk about it. So, finally got him in there. I wasn't allowed to go and sit with him at that stage, so I just had to wait.
No, I didn't realise that. It was only after the fact that the doctors had gone, have you ever taken this drug? And there was a lot of questions after the fact that made me realise that I hadn't just smoked marijuana. I had taken something that was a lot worse for me, and because I've never been in that situation. All the years of taking different drugs, I've never been in a position where I had to be rushed in the hospital, that my now wife thought I was dying, and I've woke up looking at this pregnant woman that just had this look that she was going to lose her everything. And it was a moment that I just went, I can't look at this again, or I can't live through this again.
Col had, put me through a fair bit, and I'm the sort of character that probably wouldn't have put up with that as long as I did, but I truly just loved him for who he was, and I knew that, you know, we had a fair bit of hurdles to get over, but at that time, all I could think of was I couldn't live without him, and I didn't know how I was going to do that and raise a child.
I had to go and see some psychiatrists and psychologists, and I had to do the welfare thing and stuff like that because of the mental health. So there was a moment they actually put me on another addictive drug to help with the addiction, and I wasn't just dealing with drugs. I was also alcohol. Like, I mean, I was swallowing a litre bottle of rum a day, and so all of that had to stop.
As hard as it was meant to happen. It had to happen to make Col go, holy shit, okay. And he just went cold turkey.
It was hard, but I don't think it was as hard as what Nell had to go through. The aggression, the you know, just the withdrawals and the emotions, and realising that I actually had a mental health condition as well on top of that. She had to deal with that and deal with just the change of the person that she didn't know me sober. You know, she met me, the party boy, from the moment I first met her with writing songs with her to that point. She's only ever known a guy that was this party guy. I know she didn't see a lot of it in the earlier stages. She didn't realise that I had a problem until we got closer. But I think it was a tough few years